I don't really know what we're going to call this segment because it's kind of the first time we're doing it. But I'm reporter, Bowman Enterprise reporter, obviously on alongside
Kendrick Johnson.
We just witnessed West Orange Stark beat Sinton 42-21.
Go to state.
Here in Rosenberg, Texas, which I think you can relate was a horrible drive here.
2.5 hours, Houston traffic. People don't know how to drive.
I don't understand how there's so much traffic at like 6:30 at night. But anyway, we got here. We got here in time, and we witnessed an amazing game, which I would think you would agree, really, the course of it changed in the fourth quarter.
One play.
With a heck of a play from Deontay Thompson. You were on the sidelines. Tell us what you saw.
I look up, the guy fills the ball, not at the 5, not at the 1, in the end zone.
Which 90% of the time, like, what do you do? If you're a coach, what do you say there? You take
Fills it.
You take a knee. You take a knee, and you just take it out to the 20, but he doesn't do that.
I know, because he's Deontay Thompson. What he does, he simply goes down the sideline, weaves in and out, makes not 1, not 2, not 3, 5 people miss, cuts up at the 25, and that's all she wrote. And he shows why he's going to Alabama this January and why he's a 5-star recruit.
Nick Saban offers this kid before his junior year even begins. He was the first offer that he got was from Alabama, and that should really show you why this guy's an Under Armour All-American, why he's probably he is one of the best players in our area right now.
No, he's the best player in Southeast Texas, and one of the best players in Southeast Texas.
Definitely.
In the state of Texas.
I mean, he's All-American, so we know that. So it hasn't come out yet, but maybe we can assume that he's headed for an All-State nominee. But let's focus real quick on what that play did for the fourth quarter. In that quarter, West Orange outscores them 21-0. And would you agree it changed the course of the game?
Changed the course of the game.
Yeah.
Put an exclamation point, and they wore down Sinton. Everybody knows about the practice. I was there on Monday and Tuesday. They finished with the sled. All that sled pushing came in because they were ready to go when it was fourth quarter. And Sinton won, and that's why they're going to Jerry World next Friday.
There was one play that sticks out in my mind, aside from obviously the Deontay Thompson 101-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Crazy.
But it's the Trey Baldwin run that really sealed it there. It's the last score of the game. This guy's got dudes on his back. He literally had dudes on his back, and he's carrying him down about 5 yards for a touchdown. That seals it for West Orange. From there, it's just a matter of running out the clock. But I think one of the important things here that's not to be overlooked was the play of the Sinton quarterback, Tyler Hansen. And that's really, rough. West Orange did a good job of limiting him in the second half. In the first half, he was making some plays. Second play of the game, I believe. What happens there?
He throws a 71-yard strike on the money, and it's like, wow, these dudes came to play. They didn't come to lay it down for West Orange Stark. Mm-hmm. And he made several plays. He converted, I want to say, three or four fourth downs on his own, literally, throughout the game and kept it going. Hats off to him.
Sinton gets fourth down conversions in the first half.
It's a touchdown for the second touchdown.
Correct. They come into halftime trailing West Orange by 7, and in the third quarter, the Pirates completely control possession. They score 7, tied up at 21, and then as we mentioned earlier, in the fourth quarter, it was really just all Mustangs, from that point. Kendrick, real quick, looking ahead a little bit to state, these guys get Gilmer. This is the game we all wanted to see. Gilmer 15-0.
Putting up 70 points on people in the state semifinals. They're that good.
It was so slaughtered.
What I'm interested to see, being a Metroplex kid, is how West Orange Stark. We know how good their secondary is. We've seen how good stat-wise, how good Gilmer's receiver is. Whoever signs up, which unit, something's got to give. Either the D1 secondary of West Orange Stark or the talent receivers of Gilmer. Somebody's going to be crying come Friday. I hope it's not West Orange Stark.
That's a Friday noon kickoff in Jerry World, AT&T. Hoping the tickets don't cost as much for
$15. Y'all there, $15, and I'm not lying. Why you think Jerry worth $2.3 billion?
Honestly, I mean, that might be one of the better games played in that stadium this year. I don't mean to rub up on the Cowboys fans too much, but really another thing I want to touch on real quick that we got away from is the play of the West Orange Stark defense. Some big sacks.
Tavius Carson.
Absolutely, a huge sack there, a couple, and really limiting the Sinton Sinton offense, because it seemed like West Orange did a good job of next play. Because Sinton did have a couple of those plays that were momentum changers, but West Orange didn't allow that to lose their cool.
Two things. They did deep and show out of the unit that's only up into this game had only given up 21 points the whole entire playoffs, people. That's 4 games. They had 21 points. But Coach Thompson and his staff made adjustments. People think they just got athletes and say go out and play. Yeah. They proved today that they can make adjustments, and that's why they're still playing.
West Orange Star goes to state. Think about this. For the first time in 14 years, since 2000, And they do it with a sophomore quarterback who was the third string.
Technically, fourth string, they said, because Will was ahead of him. Technically,
Will Johnson, that's right. Coming into the beginning of the season. This kid
Jack Dallas, hats off to you. Thanks for the interview, man.
This kid was kicking extra points in the playoffs last year. Now he's starting in the state title game at AT&T in Jerry World.
And throwing to Deontay Thompson.
Throwing to Deontay tonight. He's mistake-free in a sense of no interceptions. He does lose a fumble, but he does what they need him to do. He completes 13 of 20 passes, one of which went to Trey Baldwin for a touchdown. Trey Baldwin had a great game. He gets that big run. He gets that. He's a junior that's coming on.
Also in Dallas, he moved the chains. He did little things that people don't know. He moved the chains 3 times. For him not to be known for a scrambler, he put his body on the line and moved the chains. Critical drives that kept them. I know they scored on 2 of those 3 drives that he moved the chains on 3rd
And before that big touchdown catch by Baldwin, he gets hit out of bounds. I mean, he gets smacked. That's another 15-yard penalty. He comes back, and he throws that touchdown pass. We're approaching 6 minutes here. Let's wrap it up real quick. Kendrick, any final thoughts that you want to give the people?
One thing that WOSsemis should be proud of is that they have one of the best teams in the state. And the other thing they should be proud of is they're still not satisfied. Deontay Thompson, after making arguably the best play of his career, told me he's not done yet. He wouldn't even touch the trophy because he wants to touch that state plaque. That's how focused that man is. And that's why he's going to be playing at Alabama next Saturdays.
Deontay is going to Alabama in January, actually enrolling his semester early. So, guys, thank you so much for watching an amazing game. West Orange Stark advances to the state championship game for the first time since 2000.